Hello and welcome to AppFormix. AppFormix is the only cloud optimization platform you'll ever need. I'm going to show you the AppFormix integration with the Intel Resource Director technology available in the new Intel Xeon E5 v4 processor and how you can improve your web server response time by 51%. Intel Resource Director technology for the first time makes it possible to monitor L3 cache usage and memory bandwidth. Using AppFormix Cloud Analytics and Control with Intel Resource Director technology gives you real-time control over how your application workloads use a shared L3 cache. The AppFormix dashboard displays all the elements of a Kubernetes cluster, replication controllers and services, nodes, pods, and individual containers. The Kubernetes nodes in this cluster run on the Intel Xeon E5 v4 processors. There are two replication controllers running on this cluster, one running a web server and the other running a Redis message bus. The cluster additionally has a replication controller with pods running memory-intensive and cache-sensitive transformations on large arrays. These pods are the noisy neighbors in this cluster. They're allowed to run unchecked, they hog the shared L3 cache on the nodes, and end up affecting the performance of other applications running on the cluster. The charts view shows you all the telemetry from the nodes, pods, and containers running in the cluster. The CPU L3 cache usage metric graphs the L3 cache occupancy for each container. The CPU L3 cache miss metric graphs the cache misses from each container. In addition, you can also view the CPU local and remote memory bandwidth metrics for each container. As you can see, the noisy neighbor container has a much higher cache occupancy, and this considerably reduces the cache occupancy of the other containers. We will now use the AppFormix REST API to apply a QoS policy on the noisy neighbor container. The AppFormix policy engine uses the Intel Resource Director technology to program a cache occupancy limit on specific processes. In this case, we're limiting the noisy neighbor container to use 10% of the available L3 cache on the node. Once the QoS policy has been applied, we can see in real time that the cache usage of the noisy container is reduced. There's a gradual increase in the cache usage of the other containers in the cluster. This directly translates into a higher throughput and considerably lower latency for your mission-critical containers. Thank you. Visit us at appformix.com.